وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا إن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. Praise be to God, most merciful, most powerful. He's the beginning and He's the end. He's the master of the day of judgment. He created us from Adam and Eve. One day we shall be back to Him. Then He will judge us. If we make it to the right side, should be the best day ever happened to us. But if we make it to the left side, should be the worstest day ever happened to us. There is a reason. There is a purpose. Find your reason. Find your purpose. You'll live a peaceful life. Don't ever get tired to remind yourself about the purpose and the reason, which is mean death. You will face God one day. You will die. Prophet, peace be upon him, he used to remind the Sahaba. And imagine who's the Sahaba, the companion of the Prophet. They are already made it. Allah, He stamped them. They are from the heaven. And He told us, if you want to choose the best life, follow them. Follow the messenger. And who's with the messenger, which is the Prophet companion, which is a Sahaba. Always remind yourself about death. There is a reason why. There is a reason why we gather in Friday. Sometimes you may read in many books or many lectures about the etiquette of Friday, but you don't know what is the wisdom behind it. Friday, it's not like any other days. Friday, it's a special. When Allah, He told us to gather. For what reason? Yeah, you worship God. There is a reason to pray, to worship God. When you stand up and pray, you offer your prayer, you connect with God. But there is another reason. You have to know how to deal with life. When you stand and offer the 5 daily prayer, what are you using? More likely using your hand, your feet, your eyes, using the same tools you have used when you commit sin. Meaning Allah, when He gave us a way of worship, He told us He needs us to get close to Him Almighty, but the scholar said, and He gave us a way how to deal with any struggle in life. Meaning the same tools, imagine, the same hand, you've been saying Allahu Akbar with it, you commit sin. The same feet, the same eyes, the same mouth, the same ear, which is impossible. Meaning the scholar, they told us, is the type of the prayer. It's impossible. If the Satan, he whisper to you, then you will commit sin unless if you let him get into you. And how we let him get into us? When we break the border of Allah. Allah, He told us, get close to me, stay beside me, stay with me, then you will live a peaceful life. He gave us Friday. Friday, it's not like any other day. He reminded us we are one nation. And He told us, you will earn the forgiveness. Imagine you will come to Friday, you finish Friday, you are fine, you are gone. All your sin, more likely, you be forgiven, as the Prophet, he said. Prophet, he swear, when you come to Friday, your sin, it's gone. It's worth it. No, He gave us more. He said just one step. It's like you pray one night and you've been fasting the whole year, and you've been fasting the whole year, and you've been fasting the whole year, you've been praying the whole night. The whole year, just praying a night. Which is, let's forget all of this. There is one another main reason. When you come, there is an etiquette. When you don't have to pass someone, you don't have to talk. Why is it? For 1 hour, you discipline yourself. It's a way how you deal with life. You learn how to deal with your neighbor, how to deal with your friend, how to deal with your society, how to be a Muslim, how to listen to someone stand. Then you might be better than him. But that's it. There is an order, command from Allah. Same day when you're fasting, you can even break your fast. Why? Why you can break your fast? No one can, because Allah is watching you. Allah, He needs us, the scholar said, Almighty, to move from the level of worshiping God as He is watching us. We need to worship us as we can see Him in front of us. What is the difference? They said it's a huge difference. When you worship Allah as you can see Him, meaning He's with you all the time. But when you think He's watching you, when you hide somewhere, He's away from you. When Allah He gave us a way of worship, meaning a way of to make it safe to heaven, a way to make it safe to heaven. For always try to remind yourself there is a purpose, there is a reason, there is a way of worship, there is someone, it's called the Prophet, peace be upon him. Allah, He chose him for us to follow him. There is some people, it's called the Sahaba, they die, Allah He stamp them. There is a good people. There is poor people somewhere. There is people got earthquake. There is people they die. There is people they just born. Remind yourself about this stuff. There is people they lost all the gifts. There is people Allah He did not give them a gift, for example, the eye or hand or family or kids. Allah He been given, Allah He's blessed us with many gifts. But the problem, we keep fighting till we lose it. It's like, let's see, as the scholar they describe it, what is the difference between someone he's given money and someone he's not? It's like you're wearing a middle suit. Soon as you give, it start expanding. When you don't give, you start getting, the suit itself start getting tight. Same thing as someone he's given. Same thing as when you build your way in heaven. Don't ever think what you heard, what you hear, it's lie, it's true. The only way to see it, just remove your soul from your body, then you will face the reality, which is death. When Prophet, he remind the Sahaba about death, meaning he apply it in his life. You will never find a place where it said, Prophet, he delayed the prayer. Why? He's a prophet. He always lead in the prayer. You will find him in his house. He got 13 houses. You will find him with the Sahaba. There is another hadith which is really, you will think about it. The Prophet, after the pray first, he sit and he start talking with the Sahaba. It's like the scholar said, the Prophet, after he finished his prayer, he's walking around the houses. He told Umar Khattab, I heard you last night, you did this. He told Ayyub al-Ansari, Abu Bakr Siddiq, Abu Huraira. Imagine what time the Prophet he slept, and what time did he woke up, and what time he eat, and what time he got to his house. And imagine one of us, he got only one house, one job, one kids, and we try to stay away from God. He's the Prophet, and Allah, He forgive his sin, meaning he will make it to heaven, he will make it. But he choose Allah. Always remind yourself about this reality. You did not see people dying just like that. Just like that. It's not just like that. Allah, He sent them many reminders. They don't want to go back to Him. They think, I'm a believer, but show it in action. When Allah, He commanded us to pray 5 daily prayer, why did you ever think about it? Why is it 5 daily prayer? Why should I have to stand? What do you have to discipline yourself? Because if you let your hand and eyes and all the tools, you will do whatever you think is right. You will think my way is the right way, which is Allah. He chose the way of worship. So we will not play with it as the Jew and the people of the book. When Allah, He gave them the chance, they delayed the prayer, they move it, they reduce it, they change the book of God, they do everything. But Allah, He chose the final religion, and He gave us a way of worship, meaning it came from God, not from me, not from someone else. When Allah, He gave us a way, it's like you are sick and you will go to see a doctor. He gave you a medicine. Did you ever ask him why you did not ask him, I don't want to take it? Why? Why did you ever ask yourself, someone, for example, he said, go woke up to pray the Fajr. Why there is some people, they said, well, I will try, I want to do it. What about when you go to job? Did you know how to do your job? Right, you know how to do your job. You know how to work. You know how to prepare. Well, the same thing with the hereafter. We should know how to prepare for that. We should know how to prepare for the hereafter. It's automatically. If you go back to the Prophet, peace be upon him, Prophet Adam, look at his sons, both of them. Who taught them how to bury someone? A bird. A bird. Meaning there is something, it's a human. It's inside of us. It will lead you to worship God. If we commit sin, we will feel it inside, but we ignore it. If we keep ignoring it, we will not have any feeling. It's like Allah Almighty, He need to remind us, He need to give us the forgiveness, and I keep moving it, I keep pushing it. They know what will happen on the end. You will be pushed away. This is the worst thing. It's like you have two friends. One of them, he keep knocking your door, asking for money, asking for money. One day, you will give him money just to get rid of him. Now, because you like to give him. And he will never hear back from you. Same thing with God. We need to watch it. There is only one day. It's called the Day of Judgment. Allah, He gave us chances. Even let's look at death. How we look at death? Look at the Prophet, how he told us about death. Death is like a station. It's a reminder. Imagine if there is no death. We will kill each other. We will steal from each other. We will do all kind of stuff. But we know we will die and meet Allah. Imagine there is no destiny. We know Allah, He wrote everything down. It's like Allah, He told us, you will get this. And I'm saying to Allah Almighty, Allah, He lie as the Jew. Allah, He told us you will die, and there is a meeting between us and the angel of death for a reason, to remind yourself, I will die, and I could die tomorrow. Someone will say, well, I'm still young. No, there is the angel, they will write everything. The angel of death, he will take your soul, but we die each day when we went to bed. You die, we don't exist for at least 8 or 10 hours. We don't know what's going on in this world. Soon as we woke up, we think we know something. But the reality, we will meet Allah. Remind yourself what you will see in future. As we said last time, you will tie your family not even to go outside. Imagine your family. Imagine Abu Bakr Siddiq, he said, stay in your home. Stay in your house. He said it will come a time you stay. You don't want even to go outside. It will come a time you will not like to go outside. Well, go back last couple of years when there is COVID-19. You stay in your house. You cannot even go out. Why? You're scared to die. Or they stop you to go outside. You feel it. Time it stopped. It's the same thing. Time it's always going. Always remind yourself. Don't ever let your tools that Allah He gave you to do whatever it like. When we said yourself, meaning it's you will be responsible and standing in front of God. When Prophet, peace be upon him, he remind the Sahaba each day. Imagine the Sahaba. Allah, He proud with the Sahaba. He proud of them. He mentioned them in Quran. He mentioned Abu Bakr Siddiq. He mentioned all of them. And He stamped them. They will make it to heaven. And He told us, choose their way. Follow their steps. Then you need, and now there is a people, they will try to follow some other. They gave them different meaning. Such and such. They trust them. They believe them. When Allah, He told us, when the earthquake hit, meaning there is a reason, either a warning or a reminder. When you lost someone, meaning it's your time is coming. Why you think when you love someone, he will stay with you? His day of judgment, it just started when he died. No one will die, as we know. What we believe that is just you will move to another place. It's like we are sitting in this building, you will be in another building. We don't know what's going on there. But Allah, He knows. When the angel of death, they will stand up in front of us, really it's scary. There is no way for us to run. But there is another people on another side, they might not even see it. Probably He talked about people, they might not even see the day of judgment. They said as soon as they die, they will make it to heaven. There is a people they will do it. There is another type of people, they will just sit under the Allah shape. And you will see the other suffering, standing, waiting. And Allah, He sent you the Prophet. You think it's a joke? It's not a joke. Really, sometimes when you think about it, when someone, he says something to you, it will happen. Just on the news, CNN on any. A hurricane will happen. How will we react to the hurricane? We'll say, no, I'm not going to prepare. Well, I'm not going to prepare. I'm not going to do anything. We will believe it. Why? It's the same thing with Allah. He told us, you need the heaven. This is the way how. You think Allah, He will trick us, Almighty? No. Allah, He told us He will be in the last third of the night. He's there. He told us if you make it to Friday, your sin will be forgiven. Allah, He told us if you need this life, you will have it. But on the day of judgment, you don't need anything. You spend it in this life. And on the end, you will get whatever Allah He wrote down. Meaning, imagine you're fighting to get whatever Allah He meant for you to get. Then the rest you will give it to someone. It's like you have a job. You're supposed to take 5,000 a pound. or 10,000 pounds to the third floor. You take 10,000 pounds, then you took another 10,000 pounds for someone else. On the end, you'll be paying for just 10,000 pounds. Same thing with Allah. He told us, we will not make it alive from this life. We will not make it safe. We will come lonely. Whatever meant for us, we will get it. Anything left, it will be inherited. Someone else will get it. Why should keep fighting? Can I live a peaceful life? Yeah, there is a way to live a peaceful life. So simple, just follow the steps of the Prophet. Just accept what Allah He gave you. Just work as a human. Work as a human. Look at the creature. Allah created them. They sleep on time. They woke up on time. Just be someone you think you claim you are a believer. Just be like a believer. There is a moment when you should pray. There is time it's called Friday. There is time it's called Dhuhr. There is time it's called Asr. There is time it's called family, husband, wife, father, mother, friend. Allah He gave us Friday just to remind us. Many scholars really, when they talk, they said Friday, it's a moment to realize. But look at them how they make it now. It's became just a culture or way of showing off. Friday, it's meant for us as a believer to meet each other, to remind ourselves, to gain the forgiveness of Allah, to show Allah we are a slave, to be disciplined, to sit for an hour and to listen, just to earn the forgiveness. No, and to know how to deal with each other. And Allah, He told us, just imagine moving something without reason, your Friday gone. Why is it? To show we are a believer, to show us we can do it. If you can do it in 1 hour, you can do it outside. Same tools, remember. And just keep it in your mind. The same tools you offer in the prayer with is the same tool you commit in the sin. Same thing. The same one you were worshiping while we're praying is the same one we're doing something against. It's the same thing. So we need to worship God as we see God in front of us. Not as God, He is watching us. For all the scholars said, always when Allah He gave us any type of command, of order, or anything to do, it's good for us. We just need to realize why. Why? They made a study. They find out the only Muslim in this world, they don't have too much illness. They got it, but it's not like the other. When they go back and figure out why, they still have some type of inheritance of Islam, of culture that lead them. Allah will, whatever meant for us, will do it. Meaning, Allah He gave us whatever we need inside to survive in this life. And remember, none of us will make it safe or make it alive. Whatever meant for us will take it. And whatever meant for us to get, someone He will come and knock your door, then He will give it to you. Because Allah, He gave the command. It doesn't mean to live this life, but you have to be wise. Why you should kill yourself in this life? In the end, you will get whatever Allah He meant for us to get. For what? For someone else to live a happy life. Really, if you go back and think a little bit before, our wish is just to have a job, just to finish education, to finish school, be able to find a job. Where someone he said, what about car? No, that's something you dream. What about to have a house? It's a dream. People, they killed themselves years after years just to buy a house. I own a house. I own a car. I own a land. When there is a flood, they used to own Allah. Where are they now? When the earthquake came last couple of weeks ago, where are they now? When the flood came on the other country, where are they now? When the fire, when the war over there on another land, where are they now? Always remind yourself, as Abdullah ibn Abbas, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, don't think you will make it till next day or next evening. Always act like you will be gone next moment, meaning connect with God. Praying 5 minutes or 10 minutes to show your God you are a slave and servant. But Allah, He told us, remember, the same tool you worship me with is the same tool you might commit the sin with. But Allah, He gave us a way to go back. But when the angel of death, he come, it's gone.